So hey guys, in this video I want to show you how to replace the headlights on your Nissan Juke. Recently one of my bulbs burnt out and I wanted to try out LED. One thing I do have to make clear is that most of these LED kits that you buy won't be DOT approved and they won't be street legal, but I wanted to experiment with it to see how well they perform compared to the stock bulbs that you get when you buy a car. Usually I just go to my local auto parts store and pick up like a Sylvania or Philips standard bulb for like less than 10 bucks and then I just replace it. But this time around I wanted to give it a shot with LED and I picked this kit up from Amazon for I think it was like $30. It was pretty cheap for two bulbs, and it comes with the ballast and everything to hook it up. So it wasn't a direct swap because there was a little bit of modification that I needed to do to the retainer that held the bulb in. And other than figuring out how to remove the bulb itself, the process was fairly painless. So I'll go through all the steps on what you need to take out in your Nissan Juke to be able to access the headlight bulb. To make it easier to access the front left headlight bulb, you want to take out the funnel for the windshield washer, and it's held in with this little piece of plastic. Basically you take a flathead screwdriver and pop it off, and then once you do that you can remove it, and this allows you to take out the bulb a lot easier. Unless you have small arms and hands, it's going to be hard for you to pull this out, so I'd recommend taking it out. Now with the windshield washer funnel clear, you have access to this connector, and you want to push this tab at the very top and push it down and pull it straight out, and that should allow you to disconnect the bulb from the wiring harness, and that's what the connector looks like. And next thing you need to take off is this plastic retainer. It's a circular piece that you twist off, so that's what it looks like, and it's got some ridges on it so you can easily twist it off. And you want to turn it, I believe, counterclockwise, and it will come out quite easily. With that retainer piece off, you can just pull the bulb straight out, and it should come out without any force. And the bulb that's in my car right now is a Sylvania 9007 HB5. If I could just turn it around here. And it's your typical standard bulb, I guess, for the front headlights, which offers the dual beam, and the one that we're replacing it with will also support dual beam for high beam and low beam. And for the other side, to access the headlight bulb, you need to take out this air intake pipe, and there's no screws or anything holding it in place. It just you just release the clip here and it just comes off easily. And once you have that out, you have much easier access to the connector and the bulb, and you can see it right there. And you want to push down this tab. Now sometimes it's really hard to push down and pull out at the same time, so what I would recommend is that you take a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, to push down the tab, and it makes it a lot easier to take the connector off. I had a really hard time with this connector, so the screwdriver really helped, and to pull it out I just had to kind of wiggle it back and forth to kind of loosen it up, and as you can see it's finally out. And it's the same thing on this side. You do have to remove that retainer by unscrewing it, and that comes off right away. Again, to remove the old bulb, just pull it straight out. And this is also a Sylvania 9007 HB5 bulb. So there is something you have to modify. This retainer, the hole, is slightly too small, and the stock bulb, it would fit through that hole, but for the LED, unfortunately the barrel is a little bit too big, and we have to like use a Dremel to size it up a bit. Just have to shave away about maybe 2 millimeters of this plastic. You want to remove just enough so that the new bulb can fit through it, just like that, because you don't want to remove too much of it. And that should be it in terms of modifying the retainer. The next thing we need to do is just install the bulb into the car. So one thing to note about the ballast that connects to the LED bulb, you want to make sure that it is plugged in correctly. They are keyed to go in a certain direction. So line up the notch, and then you should be able to fit it in correctly, and then screw on this connector here. So I've installed it on one side of the car. The left side is the regular bulb, and on the right side is LED. and I'm just flicking through the low and high beam to show you what it looks like. And this is with both LED bulbs installed, and that's the high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam. So now I'm taking it out for a test drive. And the one thing I do like about these bulbs is that it does tend to aim downwards on the road where it's supposed to be. And that's a good thing, because if it was higher up, it would probably blind other cars. And I do like how it is able to light up the road a lot better than the previous stock light bulbs. As much as I like LED, there's still a lot of testing for me to do. I'll probably have somebody drive in the opposite direction towards me and have them see what the bulbs look like when I'm driving, because what you don't want to do is to have some lights that are going to blind other drivers. That looks like you've got your high beams on when you don't. So you got to make sure that it's working properly. And most likely I'll probably just put back my stock bulbs, but I just wanted to experiment and see what these bulbs are like. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you found this useful in terms of helping you figure out how to change the headlight bulbs on your Nissan Juke. Check out the links in the description, and I will see you next time.